Welcome back to day 1 on the specialist schedule. This is our second rotation for the home-based learning. My name is Mrs. Carpenter and I am the music teacher at Askew. So today we will be talking about music. Now first of all, I want to give a couple of shout outs for people who did some things last week. I want to give shout outs to 2 students for sending me information or videos that they did on Incredibox. First one is Debbie Espinosa in Mr. Silva's class, and the second one is Catherine Cole in Mr. Davison's class. Thank you, ladies. As you know, those videos that I got really made my day. I also want to do a shout out for Mr. Davison's class in general. I can tell on Quaver how many people have signed in, and I went through all the classes to see which class had the most people that signed in, and it was Mr. Davison's class. So thank you guys, that's awesome. I'm going to put all these names, or I have put all these names, on my new Superstar board. Let me show it to you. It's kind of like the one in my classroom. Superstars, there it is. So by now you're asking yourself, how can you get your name on the Superstar board? Well, I'm going to be talking about 2 different things today in Quaver. And if you can complete either one of those, I'll put your name on the Superstar board. I'm going to be talking about 2 different things today, both using Quaver. The first one, I'll be talking about how to work your way through a Quaver lesson. I know I assigned one last time, and I realized that not everybody knows how to actually do a lesson in Quaver. So we'll go ahead and walk through the lesson that I assigned last time, which was Found Sounds. Now, if you don't need the first part of the video, you already know how to do that, I'm going to give you a number right here that tells you how far to skip in the video so that you can see just the second half of the video. So the second half, we're going to use another Quaver program called QGrooves. In QGrooves, you can mix your own piece of music. In fact, if you go back to the beginning of the video and listen to that little clip of music, that was done on I can't even say that, gosh. QGrooves. Try and say it 10 times fast. Okay, so back to QGrooves. Let me go ahead and let you listen to something that I've already mixed. So we're going to learn how to mix that ourselves. All right, let's start with part 1 of our lesson. How do you go through a lesson in Quaver? So first of all, you need to know how to sign into the hub. I think by now most of you know how to do that. I'm again going to put a video down in the comments that was done by Mr. O that shows you exactly how to sign into the hub. Once you're in the hub, you will go ahead to Quaver. Okay, let's pick it up there. So I mentioned that Mr. Davison's class had the most number of people who signed into Quaver. I was really excited to see that they had signed in, and a lot of other people did as well. But I didn't see anybody who had actually completed the first assignment. So I thought I would go ahead and walk you through quickly how to do the assignment. So when you go to the hub and you click on the Quaver icon on the hub, this is the screen that you will see. And on this screen you can see there are a few different choices. Right now we're going to go through an assignment. So I'm going to click on assignment. And over here on this side it shows the assignments that have been given to you. So right now I'm going to go ahead and walk through the music at home assignment. That's the one that I created last day 1. So the instructions are, this lesson gives you a lot of fun things to do at home. There is a screen at the end that will allow you to send me a video greeting. I'd love to see and hear your creation. So then I'm going to go ahead and launch it. And it starts out with a greeting from me. So if you
Hi,
click
all stars.
that.
This is Mrs. Carpenter. If you're watching...
so on, so on, so on. You can listen to it at home. To advance to the next screen, you have two different options. One of them is to come down here and hit the next button. That will take you to screen number 2, talking about what is a found sound. And so you can go through the lesson by clicking the next button, or if you want to go back to something, you can click the previous button. The other thing that you can do is come onto this menu right here, and it tells you everything that is in this lesson. Few of these things are YouTube videos, a few of them are suggestions of different activities you can do, and then at the end it says show me what you've got. When you click on that, there is a recording screen, and so right now you're seeing the screen of me recording myself. It's a little weird. Alright, I'm going to hit record, and if I were a student, I would be showing my teacher what kind of found sounds I have for my house. So right now, I'm just going to use these 2 pens. Kind of lame. 3, 2, 1. Hi, Mrs. Carpenter. This is Dawn Carpenter, and here's what I created. Okay, good. You can see at the top that you have about 1.5 minutes to record your video. Then, once you stop it, there is a button down. Well, you can look at it if you want to look at it. And then there is a submit button. Once you hit submit, it sends it to me, and it'll show on my Quaver gradebook that you actually completed your assignment. If you do complete your assignment, I will make sure and add you to my Superstar board next time. There's also a spot right here called Messages where you can send me a message. Alright, so I am sending a message to myself. And I will get those messages and I'll be able to respond. So if you're having trouble with it, if you really liked it, if there's something else you want to send to me, that's where you can do it really easily. So that's basically how you do a Quaver lesson. Now I want to walk you through using one of the creatives in Quaver. So here we are back to the student dashboard, and this time instead of going to assignments, we are going to creatives. There are lots of different options here, and feel free to play with any of them, but today we're going to work on QGrooves Lite. Okay, so here it is. This is going to let you mix together a lot of different loops, which, let me just go ahead down here. This little segment down here is called a loop. Let me play one. It's basically 4 beats long, and this one you can see says rock, and it says in the key of C major, and then it's piano. So let me just go ahead and start building a song using this. So what I'll do is I would come over here to the side and click on the instrument that I would like to start with. So let's just start with the top. Let's start with keyboards, and let's go ahead and grab the first one, and we'll put it right in there. You can listen to it now if you want. You just press that button. And you can see it's just going to keep going and going. So let me add some more things to it. Synth means basically it's a keyboard that you can make it sound like different things. So let's go to synth. You notice this one's highlighted now, and at the bottom there are 3 different choices for you, 3 different loops. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the first one. I think that one sounds the most like something that you would use at the beginning of a song. All right, now let's listen to it again. All right, not too bad. Let me just add quickly some drums. Let me add some percussion. That would mean more hand percussion, not a drum trap set, which is what a drum set is called. I'm just going to go ahead and randomly grab these, and then I will come down here and add the bass. The bass is the instrument that's very low. So let me just add that, and we'll listen to what one 4-beat measure of rock music sounds like. Okay, not too bad. So I have a lot of different ways I can change this. I'm going to go ahead and clear it. And what you can do is go to one of these other genres or types of music. I have rock, I have rap, I have pop, hip hop, country, R&B, Latin, electro, and funk. One of my personal favorites is funk music, so let's go to that for a second. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start out with funk. And let's listen to the keyboards. Okay, again, number 1 sounds like how I would want to start that. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start it with only drums. So I'm going to move this one over to square number 2. So I won't have any keyboards until the second 4-beat measure. Click on drums. Let's see. Now this one happens to have a number 5 as well. Okay, I like that one. I'm going to pick number 5. And so I will lead in with the drums. Let's put some synth. I'm going to go again to that second measure. Okay, let's do that. I want to continue drums. I'm just going to randomly choose one. And funk is really, really known for the bass line. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start with bass and guitar. So let's go ahead. I'm sorry, not bass and guitar, bass and drums. Sure, why not? Okay, you notice I didn't listen to a lot of these. I just went ahead and randomly put them into their boxes. Let's go ahead and listen to it. Okay, honestly, this second one, I think it has too much sound in it. So I am going to get rid of this percussion. I fling it out of the way. Let's see what that sounds like. All right, that's okay. You can keep going and you can build your song out in this direction. If you build it all the way to 8 measures, it allows you to go to the next set of measures. I'm not sure how far it'll let you go out. So that is a really simple way for you to create your own grooves, your own music. Now there are some more advanced ways to use this. I'm going to create a second video that talks about how to make your song sound better and how to save it so that you can use it for later. I will link that to the end of this video. Have fun! Well, that's it for now. I hope this gives you some fun things to work on. So, I look forward to seeing everybody again on day 1. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Love you guys.